Hi, I'm Bruce Thompson. I'm with Sampson Insurance Agency in Weymouth, Mass. I handle business insurance at the agency. Thanks for joining us today. I wanted to talk today about building insurance, and one of the problems that we see with building insurance is the policy is structured to replace the building and pay the amount to replace the building as it existed prior to loss. What happens in examples where there's new ordinance or law that require the building to be rebuilt in a different manner? Let's say a portion of the building is damaged and now a local ordinance, could be a state or could be a municipality, requires the building owner to rebuild with sprinklers where there weren't sprinklers before, wider means of egress, handicap ramps, and some different building components that didn't exist. How do we do that? Because the policy is not structured to pay for that. It's simple. We write building ordinance or law coverage. And the way the coverage is structured is there's three parts. There's coverage A, there's the loss of the undamaged portion. So we pay for that with a limit that's already in place in the policy. Don't have to worry about selecting a limit, limit's already there. Coverage B is the demolition cost. That's to take down the undamaged portion of the building that's still standing. We get rid of that with a limit that we select under demolition cost. The third component is the increased cost of construction. This is very important, sometimes a little difficult to get our hands around in terms of what limit to select, but what we want to get at with this coverage, this component, coverage C, is what's the cost to rebuild the structure to comply with these new regulations. If the building wasn't previously sprinklered and now needs to be, what's that additional cost? Wider handrails, wider means of egress, wheelchair ramps, all the things that code and new compliance could bring up. So this policy, this endorsement on the property policy is very, very important. One tip that may be able to help in terms of selecting a limit and giving some direction to this and guidance is 780 CMR, which is the Code of Mass Regulations. That information may provide some direction in terms of how much of a damaged building needs to be rebuilt and what the code and the compliance regulations are. We'd love to be of service to you. Please give us a call or check us out on our website.